To be completely honest, yesterday I went ahead and made a video about the iPhone SE first generation, and it's so funny because in my opinion, this is still actually a pretty interesting phone. Anytime I go ahead and pick up this device, I'm just shocked by how good of a job Apple did with this particular phone back then. But did you know that the storage variant of these particular iPhones, it's insane. So to give you some perspective, majority of storage variants of a lot of iPhones nowadays are pretty much like, what are they? 128 gigabytes at usually the bare minimum, but they do go up to things like, 256 and all these other ones. It's crazy to me that the iPhone SE first generation is a 16 gigabyte iPhone that I still actually love using in 2024. Now, I wouldn't recommend anyone buying this phone anymore, to be honest. I think there's a lot better phones that you can possibly buy in the brand new market. But how crazy is it that this particular device that came out back in 2016 holds up better than the flagship it was supposed to be cheaper than in 2015? So it's actually pretty insane to me that actually ended up happening with this particular device. Now, I'm a massive fan of all the iPhones, but the iPhone SE first generation, the thing that still kind of shocks me is that this device is still so powerful and it gives me a better, more powerful experience than my iPhone 6s, and it is a much more stable phone overall than my iPhone 6s as well. So this is probably one of the last 16 gigabyte iPhones I would probably recommend people to even kind of look at. And the reason for that is because of those things, because it is so much better than the iPhone 6s. So a big thing here too is that with the iPhone SE1, this particular phone did end up giving me overall a smoother, faster experience than my iPhone 6s. All of my iPhone 6s, for the most part, it did have this issue with the battery health. So basically the battery health of these devices would just go down, and that would, significantly affect the performance, which was very, very unfortunate. I hated seeing that, and I wish it wasn't the case. But, people ended up getting settlement for it, so I guess it's totally okay. But that was one thing that kind of ended up happening here, was that you were getting an overall better, smoother experience on something like this, which had better battery health for me at the time. And I had a couple of different iPhone SEs, and the thing with the iPhone SE1 is that this phone, I don't know how Apple did it, but the performance of this device, they just did a better job, on this particular phone at the time than the other ones. So I don't even know how that happened. And even when I still pick up this device and I still kind of mess around with it, it's actually a very, very fast and powerful device, which is actually pretty insane to me. So overall, although I wouldn't recommend anyone using a 16 gigabyte iPhone anymore, this is probably the last 16 gigabyte device I would probably recommend people to even look at or even kind of buy if you need like a backup device, just because it just does such a good job from everything I've ever thrown at it. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.